Okay, so we are live.
Let's see. Yes, we are live. Go back.
So let us wait for people to join in.
Yeah, let us wait for some time. You can start.
So I can see somebody has joined.
Yeah, some people has joined. We are just waiting a few more minutes just to, everyone to join, and then we can
start. Hopefully, yes.
Hopefully, yeah.
There's also a new platform, so we're just trying to figure out things. Hope this is working. If you can hear us clearly, can you just
comment something if the audio is clear.
If the audio is clear.
I don't know. Okay.
Can you hear us? Are we audible?
If we are.
Okay, great. So Bidisha is joined and she says that
okay,
she can hear us.
And just a disclaimer, by any chance, if you guys see that we are just vanishing like Zoom, then you can understand there's a power cut or maybe we are reconnecting, some internet problem.
Right.
So I hope you guys will stick and be there. We will definitely come back. I think you can start now.
Yeah, absolutely. So I am Sushanto, for those of you who don't know me, and I have Oindrila with me. So this is the first time we are doing this Art House Gig via Facebook Live. You know, the unreal times that we are in has given us this opportunity to try this out. We started Art House Gig around, I think, end of 2017. And this was basically, formed in an effort to provide a live platform to upcoming artists and musicians. We have had so far around 4 live sessions, and there was one which we had planned to do in the month of March. But because of the current situation, we had to abandon that plan. So we were speaking to some of our friends, and they suggested that why don't we do this Facebook Live thing? And artists all over the world are doing this today. So we are basically getting inspired from them. So we thought, okay, let's try this as well. So this is going to be a series of concerts, intimate gigs via Facebook Live starting today. And it is today, 27th to 4th of May. Yeah.
And while experimenting with how we can do this live in a better way, the sound and the video quality, I mean nobody was prepared to do this, especially musician and the artists from all over the world. I think everybody's struggling like how to connect, what is the best platform, and I think this is going to open new possibilities so that all over the world artists can connect and share. Though we will still see through Instagram and YouTube, but direct conversation like this in a live concert, sitting at your home comfortably and enjoying some good music, I think it's a great way to be right now. And in this situation right now, like everybody is like lockdown situation, home stuck. I think every day or maybe like once a week, this kind of event where people who like music, if they can come together and have a good time, have a conversation, I think that's great.
Absolutely.
And one more thing we have to talk about is like today, if you go to our Art House Gig page, you will see that we have collaborated with Oxfam India. It's an NGO who are working all over India and supporting and providing for COVID-19 affected people who are struggling for basics, their need, their safety and food. And we are so privileged that they have agreed to collaborate with us and for to to connect with them, I really need to thank one of my friends, Priyanka. Priyanka actually helped us to connect with them, and
Yep.
finally we are able to do it. So we have the link in our page. So if anyone wants to donate in any capacity, the amount is doesn't matter. It's just the intention is more important. So if we can help in any way, please go ahead. Feel free to do that, and that will be great. I think we are talking too much because we are still waiting for our artist to come. He's working. He just called and said, "I'll be 10 minutes late," and just hanging there. I think we should talk about Ridhan for some time.
So Wriddh, I think most of you already know Wriddh, and he is a musician based out of Chennai. A singer songwriter. And one of the good things about him is that he's not limited to one genre. So he has been experimenting with different kinds of genre, starting from classic rock to folk. So Wriddh participated in our third edition of third edition. Was that third edition?
I think so. He was
Of-
there like on and off for all the edition, but I think he performed in our third edition.
Yeah, as an artist, and I think he did a bowl set, like Bengali folk, and it was really appreciated. So we thought we'll start the Facebook live sessions with him, and today I believe he's going to do an original set of his own comps, and I'm very excited and looking forward, to hearing his set. Now let us see if we can get him online. I'm just trying to reach out to him. Yeah, so he's going to join in a while. He's just setting up.
Yeah.
And I think some of you have also been following Wriddh's Insta series. So he has been doing a indie series through his Instagram handle. He has been interviewing a lot of musicians and letting them play live on Instagram. I have been personally following that, and I think very successful with the season 1. He's going to start season 2, I think, from today or tomorrow.
I think so. This weekend, yeah.
Yeah. So he starts with season 2. So there's a whole bunch of new musicians
And
coming.
please follow him also in his Insta, because he's getting amazing musicians, especially from West Bengal and all over India. So it's another set of young enthusiasts, indie music you guys will able to listen. And his show is more like talk show. So there's a lot of stories they talk about how they, creating their music, how from where they're getting the idea and
Right.
inspiration. That's an amazing, one-to-one conversation. We are extremely sorry. We are staying hanging there. He's
just
this
trying
is the
to.
first time. Like this is like for us also trial and error kind of thing. I'm sure. Yeah, he's okay.
No, I've sent him the link, so
Okay.
hopefully
Okay.
he sees it and he's able to join. Give us a few more minutes, and then we are ready to go live with Wriddh. What we have for you. So,
I'll
you know,
just
yeah,
quickly.
absolutely. Yeah. Maybe you can just try and connect with them. So tomorrow we have Tom Bora. So Tom Bora is the vocalist of Komarosi. So he's going to do a solo set tomorrow. And then day after, we have an indie musician from Bangalore, Angad Devgan, goes by the name Prince Shahzad. And on Thursday, that is 30th of April, we will have Amit Singha. So he's also an independent musician, and you know, he's got a very interesting set for us. On Friday, 1st May, we have insanely talented Keith from Goa. He's going to play some blues and jazz for us. So it's going to be a very interesting day, Friday. Saturday, we have a project. It's a pop project from Bangalore, Us and I. This is a husband-wife duo of Gaurav and Vidisha. So we are looking forward to that session as well. On Sunday, all the way from California, we have Sharthok, right? Yeah, a talented budding musician. And on Monday, we wrap up, you know, the in-house band, that is RBG, Random Black Geometry, myself and Arun. We will probably do a short set and just wrap it up, which is edition 5.
He's ready. He's just clicking on the view. Okay, this is the one thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the link is here. Okay, so
I'll just.
no, he says 2 minutes.
Yeah. This is the problem with internet and the connectivity. You have to. We have this waiting period is too long.
But all this is helping all of us. This crisis, this lockdown, I think, is helping all of us to develop a lot of patience, right?
And patience, and like one thing, it's keep coming to my mind even while working. You know, when I work for my office also, that we should have a better internet quality in our country.
True.
I mean, it sucks big time,
Correct.
but we are just trying to make the best out of it.
Yeah.
I think he's struggling to connect, but I'm sure he will just come.
Yeah. Internet issues. Thanks, Deepan. So he says the audio is crystal clear.
Well, okay, actually, you know, you can. It's a very good idea from Showman. Please jam till the time he's coming. I'm bored now. Where is your guitar? I'll just get it. Is it outside?
Yeah, I think it's outside. Yeah.
Okay, I'll get
we can
it.
just play some songs.
Yeah, you can just do that. Yeah.
Till the time he's here.
Yes. Yeah, till the time he comes, let's listen some good music from him.
Yeah, hopefully the guitar is out of tune.
Oh, amazing time.
Oh, okay, yeah, great.
Okay, maybe tomorrow.
So Wriddh saves the day for me. Amazing. So let me add him to the stream.
Yeah.
Here is he.
Hello.
Hello. Sorry,
Sorry.
I was trying to connect, but then there was some glitch that was coming, which was not coming yesterday. So hence the delay. So
Okay. Must be internet issue we all are facing.
it's not an internet issue. I think it was some Google Chrome issue, but then it's sorted now.
Okay, great.
Great. So people are eagerly waiting for your set. So what are you going to be playing for us, Wriddh, today?
So today I'm going to be playing all original set, which
Amazing.
I just switch off my mic. Yeah. So the idea to can you see me? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, absolutely.
The idea behind this set is that I want to go all original now, and I have had enough of covers. And yeah, of course, if I'm playing a folk or a baul set, that's a different thing altogether. But right now, the agenda is to play as much as original music as possible.
Mhm.
And I've been writing songs from a very long time, but the songs that I wrote back then when I used to sing for Cryptic and all that is very different from what I write now. So
Right.
I don't like to play all old songs because I can't relate to them anymore.
Mhm.
So the new songs that I've written in the past 4 5 years is what I'm going to play. And there's going to be one song which was written 10 years ago, but then I still relate to that song. So I'll play that as well. So it's going to be mostly original music, and we can talk a little bit about the need to make original music today, because it's very much a must for all musicians to bring out their own stuff. And
Mhm.
yeah, that's what I'm going to talk about. What led me to write those songs, and a little bit about what I'm going to do in the future this year, provided we all are alive and kicking. So, yeah, so that's going to be mostly the conversation. And thanks to you guys. You guys are doing pretty great. And I'm already 23 people watching. I can see here on my
Great. So we are
phone.
going to go off screen now.
So, but before
Okay.
we go off screen, because
Yeah.
I know, as you said, like you're going to do all original, which is absolutely fine. But there are public demand. I'm getting calls. Ki, one Bangla song, please, before you end the series. One, it's
Before I
just
end, maybe one
love
two lines
your
I can.
song.
Yeah, maybe before I end, I can. Two lines.
So before, okay, let's go offline
Off
and
screen, we mute ourselves. The stage is yours, brother.
Yeah.
So go ahead, and
Sure.
I'm going to come in between and then again chat with you a little bit. All right?
Oh, that's awesome. You're going to come time and again, right?
Yes.
we will.
Sure.
Okay.
All the best.
All the best.
Thank you. See you around soon. So, guys, I am Wriddh, and I write songs.
Just 1 second, I'm
One second.
interrupting. Just your headspace is getting cut. If you can just push your laptop a little bit, we can't see your face.
Okay.
Just lift your camera a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. Better? Super. So, yeah, what I can do is to make it more visible. Yeah. So the first song that I'm going to be playing tonight is a song that is already on my IGTV, and I released it last night. And as you can see, I'm scribbling with all my papers here. So it's all handwritten stuff because the printer is not working and there are no cyber cafes operating. So this song is basically a love song. I don't generally write love songs, and this song had a particular story to it because, as you know, that I got engaged last year, and it is the song that I had written when Ankita and I had gone to Goa in 2016, and there I was thinking that the moment that I entered Anjuna Beach, and am I audible? Good. So the moment I entered Anjuna Beach, and I was sitting down and I was just seeing things here and there, and yeah, so I was thinking that I'm again getting into that. I'm getting into that trap of, not really a trap, but again, that relationship vibe and all that. Because earlier I had two relationships, I was miserable at it. I couldn't handle it at all. So I was just thinking there, and trying to understand where am I headed next, and am I going to do something? Am I going to take this forward? What else is happening in life? What's in store? So yeah, I mean, as you know, last year we both got engaged, and so this is the song that I wrote in 2016. But I hadn't got a chance to compose it and make it into a melody and things like that, which I did yesterday. And like it was a rough tune which I played on, and there were a few changes here and there. So this song's called Anjuna. You can also listen to it on IGTV. But right now, for Art House Gig, and Oxfam has collaborated with Art House Gig, which is a great initiative. So you can donate for the COVID relief here and whatever you wish to donate. So it's a great initiative. Oh, check. I'll never know. Seeds on the shore, coming back again. Oh no, dear. Love forevermore. Lady on a road, down the bay. Oh no, dear. The universe is conspiring. Don't present me all again. Tonight is transforming for the man who fell in love. You feel, want you to feel, want you to realize. Faces of blues, wait for a hope, looking into her, feeling dull. Nothing in common, still no fear. Looking into me, she said, yeah. Well, the universe is conspiring to save me all again. July is transforming to the man who fell in love. You feel, want you to feel, you feel, want you to feel, you feel, want you to realize. I will never know the seeds on the shore, coming back again. Oh no, dear. Love forevermore, lady on a road, bouncing down the bay. Oh no, dear. When the wine starts flowing, there's no way to escape. Inside the castle's welcoming, we just made up tale, yeah. What a tale. Want you to realize. That's it. So many guys are here. Oh, hi.
Amazing, wonderful, great,
You
wonderful.
like the song?
We could hear it. I think there was a little bit of bandwidth issue in between, due to which
Okay.
I think the sound was fading in and out.
But is
So
it sounding okay? I mean, like how we tested it yesterday?
yes, it's
Okay.
sounding okay. Maybe you can reduce the reverb a little bit.
There's no
Uh,
reverb at all. Everything is cut. I don't know where is it coming
okay.
from. Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's just probably the room. Yeah. So yeah, tell me, how's it going? How's it going in Bangalore? How are you guys managing?
Well, yeah, things are okay here. I mean, we are just at home, getting our supplies at home. We don't go out.
But it's really cool that what you guys just did with that other StreamYard app. That I can see both of you in the same screen, and it's so good to chat
Right.
because we are not getting to go out of our homes, and chatting is very essential right now. Also to all our viewers who have tuned
This is
in,
how
I'm
we can
sorry I
connect.
didn't see the comments. It's Akash
This
Sinha.
is
Oh, hi,
the only
hi.
way we can connect. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, so viewers, our viewers have a question. So I have received a question from someone. So the question to you is,
Yeah.
how do you balance your music and career? Which means you are also a cricket journalist, you're a cricket writer, and that's already you're on a very hectic schedule. And along with that,
Yes.
how you manage to do your music and also do
Yeah.
your indie series, which is a great success, which has happened recently. So how do you juggle between all these things?
Yeah. I think you must have seen my post today where this question is coming from. So, actually, what happened is, first I'll tell you one thing that when I started working full time as a cricket journalist, so that was in 2013. So I was very unsure, how to go about it and things like that. But because as you saw that what I said in that post of mine, back then when I was looking for a job after a year, somebody had commented that, oh, this guy is a singer, so probably he needs a job to get his singing going, huh? But that's not the case. I mean, I've been a pretty efficient journalist. I've covered a lot of people. I've covered a lot of cricket. But yeah, balancing part is, see, till 10 o'clock I'm working, and after that I'm singing. So again, till next day morning before 3 o'clock, I can do anything I want in the afternoon. So what happened? What basically happened is, when I'm in Bombay and I'm playing gigs, it usually happens after 9:30 or 10 o'clock. So I can just cut out. I can reach work like a little early and log out early and go for a gig. There have been occasions where I have been delayed by my some of the seniors deliberately so that I struggle. But then also I've caught a last minute local train, went inside a pub, plugged in and started playing without doing a sound check. The first song was my sound check. So it's been going on like this. I mean, see, it's very difficult to do just music and sustain. And I love doing my job also. Like, I love cricket, and as I keep saying that there are so many cricketers who are musicians, so it's the vice versa right now. So I love cricket and I love music, and both these
Right.
things are keeping me together. So I just balance it because cricket writing is not really a job for me. It's something the same as music. I love doing it. I love writing about people in the domestic circuit, not really international guys who are coming up, their struggles. Similarly, I write about indie musicians. Like, I also talk to a lot of indie musicians, as you were mentioning about my Instagram series. So this is how I keep balancing it. It has not been a problem as such. I hope it stays like this and I face no problems. That's all.
Amazing. So let's hear the next song, Wriddh.
Next song, okay, I'll sing this song which I wrote 10 years ago, and this song was written after my grandmother passed away in 2010 in August. And thank you, Vidisha. Thank you, Shobona. Yes, there's a mild echo. Yeah. So yeah, so this song is called "Tell Me Why." By the way, the song I sang before this was called Anjuna. My people who know me, I mean, Ronnie Roy is watching. He knows how much I love Goa. So I couldn't name the song any other. I couldn't come up with any other name besides Anjuna because that's my favorite beach in Goa. So yeah, that was the last song. This song is called "Tell Me Why." It essentially tells the story of a dead person. How you think when you die. Basically, do you look back on the people that you loved? What are the things that you see? Is there a life after death? I mean, these concepts totally drove me crazy back then because I used to. Hi, Ronila. So I used to try and think that way, that how is it for people who are already dying, how do they think about life? Do they have a life in heaven? And what are the things they may have they may have wanted to complete in life, but then it remained incomplete? So I wrote this song. This was also played by my second band, Dumb Terminal, but then we did not play it as much. I have mostly sung it in my solo gigs and all. This is called Tell Me Why. Hello. Hello, check, check. Looking down the barrel, I see, I hear a ball. The zombie moving around me gives me a scare. Little bit of what I was left, resting in peace. Away from the hassles of life, right in the speed. I can never feel the pain. I will never tell a lie. Tell me why I can see the sky. Tell me why I can see the sky. It's so far I'm floating with it. The cloud is my friend. Missed all the days on the earth. But please don't wait. The cry of the orphan children, longing for life. Oh, I could bring out my heart, I pray, the truth of life. This isn't the end, beautiful friend, enemies around. Away from my near and dear ones, right on the road. Little bit of what I was left, resting in peace. Away from the near and dear ones, right in this peace. I can never feel the pain. I will never tell a lie. Tell me why I can see the sky. Tell me why I can see the sky. Oh yes. Sounding good, bro. Thank you, Keith. Sending love. Yes, sending love back. I think it's still going on Facebook. Is Shushantoda coming back? Thoroughly enjoyed. Love you, bro. Thank you.
Yeah, amazing song. We thoroughly enjoyed that one.
Whoa, thank you. It means a lot coming from you, you know.
Apparently, one thing I would like to say, Ronnie sending love, and we approached him initially saying, "Okay, will you play?" And I think he has broke his string. So, Ronnie, we are hoping
And
that
also,
in our next season, that
Yes.
you should, because without Ronnie, this art house gig is never complete. So, thank you, Ronnie, for being there and being part of this family throughout.
Yeah, absolutely. He's been amazing. I mean, whenever you sit down to discuss ideas with him, you get to learn so much. Even with Shushantoda, with Ronnie, I'm actually blessed that I've got a very good circle around me. So whenever I need inspiration, I can just look left and right, and there are people. So it's very easy for me. So yeah,
So let's hear the
next song. I changed it around a little bit. I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah, great. So we have 24 people watching. So let's move on with the set. So let's hear the next song.
Okay, the next song, interesting. I can do this one now. So, as I was saying that Akash, so good. Thank you, Akash. Yeah, so I want to, really. Okay, it's still going on Facebook. Yeah, I really want to promote original music, and I want people to do their own stuff, because I keep repeating this, because even after so many years and months, eventually when you go down for a gig, people are still requesting for Pink Floyd, Doors, and I mean, come on, guys, and Coldplay. You can listen to them in your living room. You can just play an MP3 and listen to them. You should listen to indie artists. You should promote what they are doing. And personally, I've been really inspired by a lot of indie artists. Because I need to talk about this a little bit, because since you are hearing me listening to my songs, it's very important that you know where it is all coming from. I was heavily inspired by this Bombay-based band called Indus Creed. Uday Benegal being one of the songwriters I really looked up to, because his songs are like so simple, and he sings it very like there are no falsettos, there are no additional gadgets that he uses, and all this. There's a lot of clarity in his thought. I mean, it's been a huge inspiration, and of course, a lot of influences come from Steven Wilson, and a lot of influences come from a lot of 80s bands which I grew up. Listening to while I was growing up, and definitely when you talk about Indian bands, there are so many artists you have no idea. I mean, there's so many of them, and Indus Creed was one band which I really looked up to. Apart from that, Zero from Bombay, two Bombay-based bands. In Calcutta, there was a band called Pink Noise where Amit Dotto used to play. I mean, even I love their song Skinny Alley. All these inspirations, whatever little I can do today, because I probably heard the right music at the right time, which helped me. Gaurav, yeah, absolutely agree. Which helped me get to where I am now. The next song is called "The Last Drink." My friends keep telling me that all my songs have very interesting names, and this song is called "The Last Drink" because this song was written on the 30th of March, just last month. Because I realized that when I was scrolling my phone, I saw that there are no Ubers available. I mean, come on, I mean, Uber and Ola, they are like a part of our lives. When you see them not available, something is wrong. And also, I got into the work from home mode. So work from home was also very new for me. So we were in, all of us, I mean, in the entire world, we were getting into this new ecosystem which we were not familiar with earlier. So this song came out of those thoughts, and I was very sad that probably I missed having a last drink with my friends. Also, my friends who are based in Italy, in Germany, in the US. There's so many of them going through this coronavirus. Can't say a problem. It's something which we need to fight together. It's more than a problem right now. I mean, I wish it ends soon. So this song is called "The Last Drink." Hope you enjoy it. And also, if you like my music, you can go to my Instagram handle. It's @rhythmic, WRIDDHMIC. You can check out my two originals which are there on IGTV. One is "The Last Drink," and the other is "Anjuna," the song that I sang first. And you can also go to my page on Facebook, WRIDDH Wriddh, where you can get the updates of all the new releases and the digital gigs that I'm doing. There'll be more.
Can I start? It's been a while. We went for a drink, but now the people are lost in fear. It took a while for me to feel this. There won't be anyone around to go for a drink. I want you to know nature is smiling at you. I want you to say everything's right around you. I wanna say this loud, say nothing to you. It's been a while. Need to feel this, but now the people around to go for a drink. It's been a while. I took over eyes, but now my phone says no drivers around. It took a while to go bit too deep. There won't be offers like how it used to be. The sign of the times, then we will have no one. The sign of the times, everything's right around you. I wanna say this loud, say nothing to you. It's been a while for me to feel this. There won't be anyone around to go for a drink.
Yes.
This song is actually growing on me. So this is by far my favorite song
Oh yeah, I'm glad.
Yeah. So I heard it first. I think you had just casually played it at home because you have,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
recorded it at home. So that was the first time I heard the song, maybe a month back.
yeah.
And then you did it again during the Insta Live. So probably
Yes.
next time I can even sing it along with you. I think, you know.
Yeah, yeah. I'm glad this is happening because you know what I want whenever I play next, digital or otherwise, I want
Hmm.
people to request for my songs. That's the reason I'm going on playing these things back and forth, and because it's very important to do that, to build that trust with your viewers, that you can play your own stuff and be recognized. Yesterday, my friend Sandy was interviewing me on Insta. He turned journalist for a day, and he was
Mhm.
doing an interview with me. And I got a compliment for him because he's a super musician, guitar player. He told me, Wriddh, I know you for 10 years, but the first time I actually knew Wriddh, the songwriter, because anytime you are playing a gig, you are just keeping up to people's requests and you are not playing your own stuff. You should definitely do that. So I was like, okay, yeah, done. I'll do that only from now on.
Yeah, I'm glad you are doing this.
Yeah. So, okay, this thoroughly enjoyed. Okay, Triparna Bhattacharya, Akash Sinha. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. So, yeah, I mean, is the sound okay? Gradually, you guys can understand the words and all because it gets a little muffled in the reverb and all that. I hope it's all fine.
See, I mean, of course, once in a while, it fades in and out, but I think, we have little control over that. This is a live streaming and it depends on the bandwidth. Today, with everybody working from home, the internet has been acting funny,
Ah,
at times.
okay, okay,
So, but it
okay.
sounds good. Yeah.
Cool, cool, cool. As long as it sounds better than Instagram, it's okay.
Comparable. Yeah, comparable.
Okay, so I think I'll do this song now. Wait a second. Just give me a moment, please. Okay, so the next song that I'm going to do, I have to mention one person definitely who worked with me on this song. This song was basically a fun song, nothing much in that, but yeah. So this song was basically a fun song, and I really enjoyed doing this. It was in 2018, and this song is called "Pass the J." You guys must be knowing this. I played it quite a few times, and this song was done in collaboration with my friend in Bombay. His name is Muktak. So Muktak, if you're watching this song is for you because the way you mixed the song and the way it sounded, the final mix was amazing. I mean, I couldn't really recognize my own voice that he made me sound so good. And this song is basically a fragment of a dream. Yeah, I know it sounds like Coleridge, but it's it's not. But it's a fragment of a dream in the sense that I had a dream where I saw all my heroes together, chilling. I saw Michael Jackson, I saw Mark Knopfler, I saw Louis Buñuel, I saw Salvador Dali. All these guys are chilling together, and I don't know what I drank or I smoked that day that I dreamt like that. And the next day, the dream was so good that I was actually missing it the next day morning. And later on. That night, I mean, the next day night, I sat down and after 3 o'clock or so it was, and I thought that whatever I saw, let me just write it down. It could be a song. I mean, for all you know, and Muktak mixed it very nicely. The concept is like you are taking a flight, basically. You are taking off, and you're taking off to the land of trip. And the song starts with a in-flight announcement that कुसी की पेटी बांध लीजिए and all that. उड़ान तैयार hai and things like that. I can't be doing all of it here, but then I can do an acoustic version of that song. This song is called "Pass the J." You can check out this song on my SoundCloud account. It's it's WRIDDH Wriddh again on SoundCloud. Okay.
you smoke the J, you be square. Black and white and jazz, I'm wrong. Blue moon dragon, then I am gone. Fight off the monster, let it spray. Rani Raja, it's gonna stay. Might say it's not love, dire strain. Money for nothing, fast to change. Paper, scissors, stone, intense game. From dialing your ex is a shame. You don't have the number yet, do you know? Close the book, damn it, I want more. Dance like a Jackson, nights away. Boom and down, best of friends. That's not sinking. No one man. Roll on another. Has to change.
Nice one, Wriddh. And then once the lockdown is over, I need to go and get myself a kazoo too. Great instrument. Where did you buy that from?
Absolutely, it's fantastic.
Where did you get that from?
So this kazoo was bought 5 years ago from this music store in Bandra in Bombay called
Okay.
Bhargavas.
Okay.
Bhargavas gave me this kazoo, which is a really sturdy kazoo, and it's still giving me good service. So
Okay.
I would like to thank Mr. Ashish Bhargava for getting me this rare one. So, and in between, I keep losing it in the house, and I again keep finding it. So it's pretty cool. And yeah, I hope to preserve this and so that it's not lost.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So Arun
Okay.
SP, Arun SP, my friend says, by the way, bring your own poison, guys. So that has been one of the taglines when we started Art House Gig. But
Yeah.
under lockdown, I think some of us are struggling with that. So yeah. Anyways, yeah,
Tell
Arun,
me
no.
about it. Tell me about it. The only thing that I am tripping on is music and nothing else. It's a good trip,
Absolutely. Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, this is the only substitute that you can have for all the poison that we talk about in life. But then it's also interrelated because a lot of times that I've written songs, I was not in the right state of mind, and the song came out pretty nice like that. Pass the J being one of them, and then again, I mean, see, thing is, it's all about habits. Probably we are going to get used to this life if it
Correct.
keeps going on like this. But then we don't
Mhm.
want to. That's a different thing altogether.
Correct. But think about it. Isn't it so wonderful that, Wriddh, you are playing an original set virtually and you are connected with 28 people right now who are commenting, who are,
Yeah.
hitting the like and love button. So how does it feel?
Thing is, when I'm singing, I can't see who all are hitting the heart button. So you need to tell me who all are doing it, because if I
Yeah.
do that, then I'll screw up my song. But then it's very heartening to feel that people are actually saying things like "oh wow" and clapping, saying "nice one" to a song that is written by me, composed by me.
Right.
Whatever little arrangement it is in my acoustic guitar, also I only did it. So
Mhm.
it feels great. I mean, this is how it should be, not only for me but every other indie artist, that they should do their own song. And there's this satisfaction is second to none. I mean, no matter how much you play CCR, no matter how much you play black field, the right field is this field, and you have
Correct.
to stick to this and keep listening to good music. I mean, which I think is very important,
Right.
because I feel a lot of, even till now, I hear a lot of bands and a lot of musicians who perhaps don't listen to the right kind of music that they should. And
Mhm.
that's one thing which is a cause for concern, because I started listening to the music that I wanted to from an early age, but the development happened way later. Like, this is what I was telling Sandy yesterday, that earlier when I used to sit down to write songs, I used to scratch my head, scratch lines, and the song used to come out, but there used to be a lot of problems which I felt that scanning the words. Maybe the word will read right when you are reading the song as a work of poem or something. But when you are singing that same song, that one or two particular word that you used in the song may not sound in sync with the vibe of the song. So getting that vibe of the song, getting the right words, scanning it properly, all these things are what I've been learning, and I'm still on the prowl to extract as much as possible from all
Right.
the indie singer songwriters that I keep interacting with, to understand how they go about their craft.
Right.
It is very important to listen to good music and the right people. And see, today, if you want to be a singer songwriter, there's no point sitting down and listening to Dream Theater and listening to heavy bands like Deep Purple and all that. Listen to Jason Mraz, listen to John Mayer, listen to Jack Johnson, listen to Steven Wilson, these kind of people. Listen to No Man. So you exactly know where, how it comes and how it is done, how they go about their business. So, and also
Right.
listen, please listen to indie bands. We have beautiful bands in India. I mean, you need to listen to indie bands. There's so many beautiful bands in Bangalore. There's so many beautiful bands in Calcutta, in Bombay, and it will be great if you can bring one by one all of them. I think Koma Rossi is going to do a session with you. So yeah,
Yes.
like that, there's so many good bands. So I think we should concentrate more on our homegrown stuff rather than promoting, sharing Megadeth song, sharing something that Creed did or something that Slash is doing. It's cool. It's pretty cool. Take inspiration from that, but then when you're going for a gig, try and go for a gig where a band is playing an all original set or a singer songwriter is playing. So it's going to make the movement. Keep the movement going, and it's going to create this nice ecosystem where it's all people are
True.
listening to original music. So
True.
that, I think, is the way forward, and where I think you guys, this platform is a fantastic platform to do that. And so you must encourage all original artists. And again, I repeat, Oxfam has collaborated with Art House Gig. I'm
Yes.
serious, and don't worry, I'll say it time and again. Oxfam has collaborated with Art House Gig. It's a beautiful initiative to donate for the COVID-19 patients. So please do your bit and donate. Yes. Sorry, I'm talking a lot.
So it's time for the next song.
Yes. So I'll do. So the next song was the time right. I think it's my last song. Yeah, 11. So this song, like all my songs have a very have a story to it, and I have named them accordingly. So this song is called Bombay Drug, which was written in Bombay, and this is basically how I proper guidance to the right. Yes, yes, absolutely, absolutely. Jipona, you were right. So yeah, so this song is called Bombay Drug, and I had written this song in Bombay, where the city basically which taught me life, and where you live in a small apartment and you have a cutthroat job life and a good music scene going as well. And on top of that, where you are making music and trying to understand the city and trying to understand the people. This song is called Bombay Drug because there's nothing to do with drugs. It's how the city acted as a drug for me, because people used to tell me that you are in Bombay, it's a very fast life, and you won't be able to adjust, and it's nothing like that. I found a lot of enjoyment in that fast life. I found my music in that fast life. I found I found the love of my life in that fast life. And yeah, I found Ankita in Bombay, and I found a lot of good things in that city. And I always liked going out in the nights after 12 o'clock in Bombay and taking a cab from Colaba to Santa Cruz all the way, crossing the Bandra Wally Sea Link, and we have had good memories. All these good memories keep coming back to me whenever I think about this song. So this song is basically my life in Bombay and my friends and the whole city, and how it acted as a huge boost for all of us in building relationships. This is called Bombay Drug, and it's going to be the last song for the night. And after that, I'm going to take in a few questions if you have any.
Hello. I'm gonna take you home tonight. I'm gonna take you home. I'm gonna take you home. There are drastic changes in my mind. I was in a city that said to me, I gotta find a funky rainy day. Flying on my head. Got away by the little bit. Midnight evening, life is easy here. This world, I am alone. Drugged as the ceiling, I fell away. who for happiness I fell in love. You got a Bombay, Bombay blues. You got a Bombay, Bombay girl. You got a Bombay, Bombay blues. You got a Bombay, Bombay girl. If you want, you're sleeping on the road. Carolina fire, the cars will come and go. Cars back home. Every happy time, houses and skylines all are up above. When this feeling, you take it in your stride. You watch yourself please, do it yourself. With insomnia, I wanna sleep. Don't think about it, you take a lead. You got a Bombay, Bombay blues. You got a Bombay, Bombay girl. You got a Bombay, Bombay blues.
Excellent. But
Yeah.
as I said before, that this can't be your last song. You have to sing one vowel for us, because
One song, little
one
bit.
song. Yes, please. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay, cool,
We have
cool.
very
If
less
anyone
time, so
has any
like
questions,
yeah,
yeah. Do we
yeah.
take
We have
in
already
questions
mentioned.
or I sing it and then we take in questions?
We have already mentioned. If anyone has a question, they can post it. By the
Cool,
time you
cool.
can finish
I can
singing.
finish it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much.
Okay, so yeah, so this is just because I've been requested to do this. I'll sing one small snippet of which is my other personality, which is I also do a folk and baul set. So I'll sing a small snippet of what that sound actually is. Krishna Krishna Kalo Pokho কোন পক্ষেতে মধু আছে গো কৃষ্ণ পক্ষ কালো পক্ষ গো কোন পক্ষেতে মধু আছে গো অকালো ভ্রমর জানে মধু মনুষ্য গো ভ্রমর জানে মধু মনুষ্য গো মুরা পোকা জানে না শৈব মুরা পোকা জানে না দিলাম এমন ভাবে দিতে সই আমি দিলাম না দিতে সই আমি দিলাম না
Whoa, I think what we need to bring you back only to do vowel session. So your own creativity has its own place. That's absolutely fine, and we thoroughly enjoyed today's session. But I think you have to come back only to do vowel. It sounds so good, and thank you so much for coming and being part of this family and doing such a brilliant job.
I'm anyway part of the family.
I know. That's true. That's people who don't know that. That's why when Shushanto is saying ki Wriddh, Wriddh, it sounds very odd to my ears because I have never called you by your name. So it's always Bhai for me, as people don't know you're my cousin. And yes, so this question. So Ashmita has said, "What is your songwriting process?" If you can answer that.
Shomona and Asmita are two of my very close friends in Bombay, and they're just trying to keep the session engaged by asking all the right questions. Kudos to them.
It's a good thing. It's a very good thing.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing. Yeah. I mean, these guys have been my inspiration actually. You know what? Because whenever I'm doing something on social media, and I ask Oshmita because Oshmita works with OML. Okay, she exactly knows how the scene works, and since being a part of OML that organizes Weekender and all that, she knows all the artists. And so she, Shomona, all of them have been part of my journey because yeah. So sorry, I'm talking a lot. I'll answer the questions. Can you talk about a few indie artists who inspired you the most? Yeah. So as I said, the top of the heap will be Industry. I mean, because how their songs are, it's very simple. There's nothing much in the songs, and it talks beautifully about the story. And like for example, Firefly is that song that they had, and then the song called Thief, Bulletproof, all very simple songs but then arranged beautifully. So Industry is a huge inspiration. Though not there's not a vocal section in Blackstrat Blues, but then I really love the sound of Blackstrat Blues. So whenever I listen to their tracks, like for example North Star or Ode on a Sunny Day or Anuva Sky, I try and think how it would be, if there was a vocal to that. So Blackstrat Blues, Industry, Zero, all Bombay bands I'm talking about. From Calcutta, I was really a big fan of this band called Crystal Grass, which they don't exist right now, but I'm still in touch with the guys there, and Bodhi Ghosh, the guitar player. So huge influence, these guys, the way they wrote their music, a lot of electronic and lounge, kind of a mishmash of lounge music with electronica. And then there was this band in Bangalore. There's this beautiful band called Parvaz. What a beautiful band that band is! My God. So that's also inspiration in the sense that my music is not very similar to what Parvaz's music is, but the conviction with which they write their music is itself an inspiration for me, because they pay a lot of attention to mixing, and they pay a lot of attention to how you should do your video. If you've seen the video of Color White is the song, right? Yeah, I think so. That shot in Kashmir,
Yes,
beautiful,
yes.
beautiful. So yeah, Industry Zero, in Crystal Grass, Pink Noise. Internationally, it should be Steven Wilson, Jack Johnson, lot of all the blues artists actually, right from Muddy Waters to Buddy Guy to Eric Clapton, Jimi Hendrix. Because if you really have to be a good storyteller, I feel that you should listen to a lot of blues, because those are the real stories.
Yeah, absolutely.
Next question is, what is your songwriting process? Interesting. Songwriting process. Uh, I'll tell what it is right now. What it was when I was singing with the bands is very different. Then it used to be like, people are playing a groove. The bassist is playing a groove. The drummer is locking with him and playing, and the guitar player comes up with a line, and I come up with another line of melody, and that's how we did songs back then. But then that was what four or five of us believed in, when writing the song. Right now it's all about me and how I want to do it. So I don't have to depend on others. But then that time it was more like it was helpful, because I had four people giving me ideas. Right now, it's since I'm on my own, how I do it is, suppose I'm taking a walk at my terrace, and there's a melody that comes to my head, okay, and immediately what I do is I record that melody in my phone. I have this smart recorder, that app where you can record whatever you the songs and things like that. So I just record that melody. I keep it like that for some days. One fine day I'll feel like, let's sit with it and see what you can do with that. So there are like hundreds of melodies recorded on my phone. I mean, I hope I don't lose my phone ever, because all these melodies will never come back, and that's
You
how.
have you have clouds. So you can just up on the clouds you
Yeah,
have melodies.
yeah, I think I have to do it, and that's how Bombay Drug happened. That's how Pass the J happened. That's how The Last Drink happened. That's how Anjuna happened. Anjuna was recorded in my phone. It was my Google Drive since 2016, and I got it back last week, and I found it. I'm like, Arey, why didn't I turn this into a song? So that's how I listen to the melody, and when the melody is, I'm absolutely convinced that this is going to be the melody of the song. This is what the verse is. This is what the chorus is. Then I sit with the words, because unless you are clear with the melody, then it's very difficult to come up with words, random words. Because words like, drug, words like bottles, like in the song, words like self-made body, it has a lot of different meaning when you are singing it in different tunes, because it's a blues kind of a vibe. When you're doing,
You gotta I'll fuck you any day.
I could be singing like, you got it,
Blah 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 blah. It was raining everywhere.
I can't be doing it. So it has to fall in place with what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
So yeah, melody and then the words. So that's how I've been doing it. What is this? Are you planning to release? I wish, yeah. I think I think I have to do it, because thank you so much, Vidisha, and it means a lot coming from you, because you are a great singer yourself, and I've been listening to you since school. So yeah, I really want to release something. I don't know how I should go about it. Maybe Shushantoda and Gaurav can help me do that. And
Let's
because
do something together. That's the word.
yeah, there's a song coming up with him also. But
Yeah.
then I also want to record these five originals that I played here. Two of them are recorded, like digitally recorded, like Bombay Drug and Pass the J is recorded. And but I want to re-record them, maybe with a guitar player. Maybe he can arrange it a little better. Maybe he can play some lines in between. There's no need. My songs do not really have a scope of playing extensive solos and all. Doesn't fit in. My music is more of what I was telling my sister the other day, that it's more of a urban pop rock kind of a sound, where you can listen to my music while you are on a drive or something like that. I mean, so it need not be really heavy and things. So yeah, I really want to do it, Vidisha, but I'm still figuring it out how to go about it, because today music is all about watching, and it's not only listening. So if you are coming out with a song, you have to have a lyric video, and the video has to be of an HD 1080 quality. So there are a lot of things that comes around with it. So you have to have Shomana is a cinematographer. She told me that she's going to help me out. But yeah, it's going to take us a lot of effort. And after the lockdown, I at least want to shoot and come out with 2 videos this year, which is my plan. And I was discussing it with her. So maybe that can happen. So we'll not release as an EP, but then it will release per single, like 1 month, one single, another month, another single in the form of lyric videos. If I can do that, then it's all well and good. And if I can have 5 lyric videos, then yeah, that's same as having an EP because watching is very important, I feel. You are such an excellent bouncing. I've never heard your I've never heard your original being inspired from folk. Is that intentional? Yeah, see, folk music is something which doesn't fit into my lifestyle. I just sing it because I love singing it. I try and think how the baul would have thought, while singing that song. And since I have been to Shantiniketan many a times and I've spent time with them, this change in me started in 2009-10. Earlier, I was into a rock and roll band, and my life was very much similar to what everyone goes through: Guns N' Roses, Pink Floyd, and all that covers. And so, but after there came a point after my graduation where I got a little bored doing the same old thing. So I thought that let's do something different. But then that time I had gone to Shantiniketan with my friends, and I was jamming by this river Kopai there. And my sister will know that as kids we were taken to Shantiniketan, and that time we didn't really enjoy the Tagore mania in the family. But later on, we understood the depth of it because in 2009 when I went there and I saw Shojo was watching, one of my friends, he was with me. We jammed with a baul there, and it was my first time jamming with a baul, and really enjoyed it. And I figured out that what he was doing precisely was blues. So I recorded a few songs, and then again after 6 months or 1 year, I again went back. That time I went alone. I recorded a few more songs which were not available on the internet. So those songs I started playing on my guitar, and I took a good 1 year to sing it on stage. I was not rushing it. So it all happened because there was a competition by Times of India in 2011 where I had gone to participate. I was actually forced to participate by one of my friend who was an event manager there. So he told me you should definitely come and do this. It was happening at Bokhel College Auditorium. The prelims were happening there, I remember. So I went there and I sang one of my own song, and I sang Deep Purple Soldier of Fortune, and I qualified from the prelims. Then the judge was Francis, the pop singer from Calcutta. Francis comes and tells me that, Wriddh, if you have to really win this competition, you got to do something really different. And I was like, what do I do? You see, you are a good singer in English and all that, all fine. But the people with whom you are competing, they are singing Bollywood, they are singing all these A.R. Rahman classics. There was this guy who's like full on singing, Ek hasiya thi, ek diwana tha, with all these mannerisms, okay. Kya umar, kya tama, kya jana, full throat voice. And like, how do I beat these fuckers, in this competition? Because this is not what I can sing. So I went back home and I practiced a couple of songs that I was learning for the last 1 year. I thought, chalo yaar, kya ho jayega? Haar jayenge at the most. Big deal. Let's sing. I sang it and I was a runner-up. And so that's how it started. The guy who won was a guy called Siddhant from Assam. We are still very good friends. So yeah, both of us, we sang in our regional languages. I think he sang some Assamese Bihu folk. So ultimately, Bollywood could not defeat us. So,
correct. And same thing what I know what Ashmita was saying, like people who haven't heard you singing baul, they don't know how good you are. So your genre, the kind of music you're creating, that's there. But I think you should keep practicing that form as well, because we love listening to you when you sing baul. And I think we are almost, I think it's 1 hour, 1.5 hours this session was.
Very engaging.
Yeah, because I was late for 15 minutes.
That's fine. I think we will need to end it right now. So I will thank every one of you who have come and spent time watching this video, commenting and encouraging us to do this. What we are initially was very reluctant whether we should do it or not.
And we were very apprehensive how this will work, because we never thought we will do a gig via Facebook Live. Because when we think about a gig, when we think about a gig, it's always a live setting, right? An intimate
Yeah,
setting.
yeah, of course. And that's the reason I plugged in and I have the lights and I have the plants like you have it in Art House Gig, actually, I don't think they're visible
We
here.
still have some plants in our bag. That's like our signature. So yeah, thank you so much for coming and doing this. And to all our viewers, we will say that tomorrow we have another wonderful musician. So tomorrow we are starting at 9. So please be there and support
Who's
us.
coming
As
tomorrow? I
we
want to know.
It's Tom from
Oh,
tomorrow's.
yeah,
yeah.
from
Fantastic.
right,
Hopefully.
yes. So again,
Fantastic.
we will
Hopefully.
have an
Arun,
amazing.
no. The judge did not tell me something different like Bollywood. He told me that do something
Arun has a
that is
soft
totally
spot
different
towards.
from Bollywood, not like Bollywood.
Arun has a soft spot towards Bollywood. That we all know.
And he picks up words very carefully.
Yeah. He's a very good listener. And
Yeah, but
okay.
before signing off, I would like to tell our viewers that, guys, if you really like my music, only if you really like it, then visit my page. Please like the page, follow my page. I'm trying to put out new material every week. And also, please come to my Instagram channel from tomorrow. I'm starting indie stories with Wriddh season 2. So this is like a perfect competition happening in the family. Like, whose artist is going where? I remember Sushant was asking me, "You're also hosting Tom, right?" I said, "No, I've not informed him yet. Probably in the weekend I will." So yeah, so please be updated with my music on my page, Wriddh, Wriddh, and also go to Art House Gig. They are doing a fantabulous job, and you should, if you are in Bangalore, you should definitely visit when we have a gig in person, when we all are present, because trust me, I mean, I've visited, I think twice or thrice I've been a part of the session. I sang probably once or twice, but then I've been there as an audience. Like, the sound is amazing. You can just close your eyes and sing. You can close your eyes and sing, I'm telling you. Yes,
He's
because
the man.
for a musician, the sound is the major thing, and this is one place where you won't have an issue with the sound. You should just go and enjoy yourself.
But it's
And so
not me
like
alone.
my
It's definitely not me alone. Of course, I had the support of people like Arun and Bunty, and Rashid and everybody else who really helped me. Otherwise, it's definitely not possible.
Yeah. These people, especially like Sushanta and I, get involved with so many nitty-gritty of things. Bunty, Arun, and there are a few more people we are very close. Amit and Buddho, technically, and Vinay and Namrata, they support us so much. Without, and even like I should mention Ronnie and your whole gang, Shenjini and Ayon. Oh my God, they are the biggest cheerleader. And
we are the Art House groupies.
Yeah, trust me, doing this, like I keep getting messages from this Ayon and Shinjini, okay, when you guys are doing it, when we are going to again come and have a beautiful session. So thank you so much for the support, and we are going to end the session right now. And tomorrow from 9 o'clock, please keep watching again. We'll be live.
I'll tune in, definitely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.